Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to study about checks and demand drafts. This is chapter 7, class 8 social studies, money and banking, and today's subtopic is checks and demand drafts. In our previous classes, we have studied about what is barter system. We have studied about evolution of money, emergence of banks, and different types of account that are used by the people, that is savings account, current account and fixed deposit account. Today we will study about how does the banking system work. As I said you before children, under savings account people save their money and whenever they are in need they can withdraw their money from the bank. Different account holders are there, like current account holder. I said you about current account holder that these current account holders are generally operated by big businessmen, industrialists, farmers and the other traders who has to do a number of transactions in a day. And the fixed deposit account. Fixed deposit account is an account that will be operated by very few people who wanted to deposit their money for a fixed term of period. Now let us study about how does this banking system work. Check deposited into a bank enables to transfer money from one account to another. This facility operated by the banking system makes deposits work like money. Bank deposits are money. So here children, whatever amount we deposit in the bank, it will be the money that will be used by the banker. They use this money for doing payments for various other people. They render loan services also. In this way the banking system works. In many towns and cities, representatives of all the banks meet on each day to settle what each other has to pay to the other and receive from the other. So here children, various people issue check. Many people are there who do the payment or they receive payment in the form of check because they cannot carry cash everywhere, they give checks. So bankers, what they do, they bankers they give money when a person issues check. After doing verification, they give the amount to the person who is getting that check. So here they clear the checks. Different banks are there, and each bank has got their different branches. In many towns and cities, representatives of all the banks, they meet at the end of the day. Why do they meet? Because they have done payment for various account holders. They got many checks and they have to clear these checks. Checks have been verified and handed over to each other. One of the bankers work as clearing bank where all the banks have an account. The payments and receipts between banks are done by this clearing bank. Now here children, there will be one main branch where the bankers, they go and they settle the amount that they have to get or they have to pay. That is, receipts and payments will be there. So they go to this bank, they issue all the checks that they have got for that day and they make clearing. That is, what all payment they have done, how much amount of money they have received, all this they are going to deposit into the main branch. That is what is called as the clearing bank. In the present system, you know that all banks have got interlinked with the computers because of the technological development. As people don't have sufficient amount of time to meet each other, what they have done, they have linked their branches with that of the main branch. That is, they are interlinked with the computer. They need not go every day to the main branch to settle all the accounts and all. And this account holders, they have got the details verified by the main branch. All the account holders, their names, the type of account that they are holding, their signatures, everything will be there in the computer, that is with the main branch holder. So transaction between one bank and another bank is done with interlinked computers. In this way, the whole system becomes very easier, and they can work much faster when compared to the previous days. That is, they need not meet, they need not waste their time in going from one branch to the another branch. Now let us study about check. What is a check? Nowadays you know that people are very busy, they don't have so much of time to go and do the payment, and moreover the theft, robbery has also increased children. So people, they don't want to keep cash with them, so they are using another mode of payment, that is called as check. Here you can see one of the example is given, the format of check is also given. Checks are widely used for making payments and receiving money. When you want to give money to someone, you write a check in that person's name. When you want to send money to someone who lives in different places, you can send a check to the person by post. You can also use your check to transfer money electronically into other person's account through a bank. For business purpose where money is frequently received and paid, checks are check plays very important role as a medium of transaction. So here children, checks are widely accepted by the people for doing payments or for receiving payments, because checks are given by the banks. Bankers, they issue checks to the account holders, and in return these account holders, for doing payments or for receiving payments, they can make use of these checks, and these checks are widely accepted by the people throughout the country or throughout the world. Now if at all, if you want to send money from here to any other state or to any other place, what you can do is you can send it through post. Checks play a very important role as a medium of transaction. Here we can take an example here children. Suresh is an account holder in the State Bank of Hyderabad. He has to pay rupees 1,75,000 to Kancharla Sujata. So he gives her a cross check in the name of Kancharla Sujata. You can see here the model of check is given. Pay Kancharla Sujata rupees 1,75,000 only. In figures also they have written here, the name of the bank is already written and the account number is also mentioned. This is the format for check. Here you can see another dummy piece. Payee name, that is to which person the amount has to be paid. Name of the person should be mentioned. Then amount in words, that is how much amount you wanted to pay. You have to write here the date of issue when you are issuing the check. Then in figures, that is in numbers also you have to write the amount. Here you have to keep the signature, which is very much important. Here account number is given, and you can see that the name of the bank is also given, SB account, that is State Bank account holder. This is all about check. Now let us study about demand draft. Shloka, a student applied for intermediate admission. She has to submit application along with demand draft to the authorities. Now here children, Shloka is one of the students who wanted to seek admission in college. So she has to submit along with application the demand draft. What is demand draft? Demand draft is similar to that of the check, but it is not the check. There is some difference which we are going to learn. When you have to make payments to the organization in advance to avail the services, you have to pay the money through demand draft, that is DD. Bank collects some amount as service charges and issue a DD. For example, Shloka wants to DD, that is demand draft, for rupees 1000. She has to pay rupees 1030, 30 rupees for the services that they are rendering. The exchange value is equal to the demand draft amount. The DD enables the authorities to encash immediately, unlike the check. The check may sometimes be returned due to insufficient funds. In case of DD, there is no chance to return because the amount is already paid. DD is acceptable for all payments. So here children, Shloka wanted to get admission in the college, so she has to give demand draft for rupees 1000 to the authorities. In order to reserve that seat, she has to pay rupees 1000. So she goes to the bank, she makes the payment over there. That is, she wanted to get DD of rupees 1000, but she has to pay there rupees 1030. This 30 rupees is for the services that the banker is rendering to Shloka. She can go to the college, she can give this DD, she can submit the DD and she can reserve her seat. Now these college people, college authorities, they can go and encash the DD like that of a check. But there is one difference, the check at time it gets bounced, that is at times it gets returned because of insufficient balance. Due to insufficient balance, the check may be bounced. In case of DD, there is no such chance, because first you have to pay the payment, then they will issue you the DD. Whereas check is issued to any person. The person who is issuing the check should know whether he has got sufficient balance in his account or not. And the person who is taking the check, he does not know whether the balance is there or not, or either the check may be returned, that is it may get bounced. So this is only the difference that is there between a check and a demand draft. Checks are used mostly by the businessmen, that is the account holders. On the current account holders, generally they use this facility of check because they have to do a number of times the payments and the receipts. So in this way the demand drafts and the checks work. This is another model of demand draft, you can see here. You have to write the name of the receiver, you have to write the date, you have to write the amount, and the other details will be already mentioned here. DD number will be there, from which account, from which bank you are taking this DD, all these things will be mentioned. Hope all of you have understood the difference between the check and demand draft. Thank you for watching this video.